welcome to Trinity Wellness TV. I'm Carrie Ott, and this is Lisa, second trimester, third baby. And today we're going to do a strength training workout that is safe for second trimester, really first as well as third. There'll be some slight modifications for third trimester, and you'll see that in coming videos. But today we're just going to do a full body workout. So these are safe things to do. If you don't have a whole lot of equipment, today we're going to use a bench. You could use a chair at home. But the first thing I'm going to have Lisa do is spread her feet a little wider than her hips. That keeps a wide base of support. And then I'm going to have her drop her bottom back into a squat and then stand back up. And the reason, just keep going. Let's do about 12 repetitions. The reason I have the bench there is A, for her safety and for yours. So if you had a chair there and you just kind of lose your balance, because our balance it changes as we grow and develop the baby. And you're going to drive through your heels and then exhale as you lift up. Good. So you could use additional weight in the hands. If you had another kid, you could hang on to the kid. It's not quite as easy. And then this could also be done postpartum as well. So I think she's right around 12, I think. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to lose count sometimes when I'm talking a lot. So we're going to turn around and we're going to go right into triceps. So one knee is going to be on the bench. I'm going to have her come from this position. Yeah, let's have her come from that position. So one knee is down, so your bottom will be this way. I'm going to hand her a dumbbell. I really don't know how much to give her, so I'm just going to err on the light side today. So from here, as she's kicking back, she's going to squeeze her arm back and then bend in. So exhaling as she squeezes tummy in tight. So always keeping in mind to hug the baby up and in. That contracts. And that helps take her out a little bit of tension in the low back. So as she extends, and she squeezes in that tricep, yep, I'm going to give her a little stopping point to say, hey, you don't need to go any further than that. Is that heavy?
Mm-mm.
It's okay.
Is that the stopping point?
Yep, yep, you got it. So what's this baby boy's name? Do we know yet, or is it a surprise?
Bex.
Bex!
So far.
Baby Bex so far, good. Last one. Let's try the other side. So by being in that position, it not only gets her back flat, but that keeps, so she can really contract in the baby. So we'll try the other side. So tummy's in. Yeah, she's got a mirror over here so she can kind of see her alignment. So she's going to draw her elbow up and then squeeze arms back. So you could do this in a circuit workout where you go from squat to tricep, and repeat that, ideally 2 to 3 sets. For strength training, it's still the same throughout pregnancy, ideally 2, maybe 3 days a week. So you could go in any order of these exercises. So this is bent over tricep extension with the dumbbell. Looks good. The next set, just to show you some variety, instead of using the bench as a squat, we're actually going to use a stability ball. These are rather inexpensive. You can even find them at Ross. But we're going to do it up against the wall. So how that would work is we just press the ball into the wall, and then we set our feet wide again, and then we're going to sink the bottom down and then lift back up. So we'll try. So again, thinking about hugging baby in tight, pressing back into the ball, pushing the hips downward, and then squeezing in her thighs. So depending on her feet, if she were to turn her feet out, you probably saw that on other videos, that's more inner thighs. As she nears that third trimester, that's not going to feel good because of all this that's happening structurally. So she's going to want to keep her feet about where she is right now. So it still works the legs. Tummy's in tight. You feel it in the belly at all? No. Sometimes, some women do. And this is the thing. Every pregnancy is different.
Amen.
Would you agree? Okay, yeah. They're all totally different. And so sometimes what one baby works, this might work. Maybe that's better for you. So just choose one. Good. Let's go one more. We're going to take the ball from her. I'm not at your house, so that's probably the only weird part is how do you get rid of that ball? So we're going to do one more set of triceps, and we're going to do both right and left. I'll show you how to do that. So let's turn and face this way. And we're gonna step right foot in front of left. And then bend forward into that front thigh, squeezing this time both arms straight up and back. So you can see her back is nice and flat. She's tucking the baby in. And now, if she were short on time and she needed to get this thing done, because the kids are going crazy in the other room, as you just saw that, right? That's her other kids. Exhibit A.
For real.
Squeeze tight. So this now is a 2-for-1. It's working her right bottom and it's working her triceps. And I lost count. So let's switch the foot so that the left leg gets the work as well. So we'll step up, take a breath, extend back, hinge forward. It's not uncommon to feel dizzy through all these. So the key here is to remember to exhale and breathe out and squeeze tight. Also the bonus in that back foot is there's a lot of calf cramps that start happening in 3rd trimester. Again, she's still 2nd, so just saying what's coming. But by pressing her heel down and back, she's getting a calf stretch out of it, and she's working that left seat. Yep, let's go one more. Yeah. All right, so the next one, you might argue that this is not safe for pregnancy. However, in my first pregnancy, I found I had a ton of low back issues. And then I was introduced to a stiff leg deadlift. The weights are gonna be in front, our weight goes in our heels, and I'm gonna push my seat back. My weights are gonna stop about my knees, and then I'm gonna squeeze right back up. Hip hinge, you saw Ashley do it. Maybe you saw that, I don't know. Ashley demonstrated that the other day on one of the other video clips. But pressure's in the heels. The weight, it could be heavy. Today, just for simplicity's sakes and demonstration purposes, we're just gonna keep it with 5s. Depending on her flexibility, she might be able to go further down, which is totally fine. She does have that flexibility. So hug him in a little bit more. Yep, that's gonna feel a little weird. There you go. Now you're safe and flat.
That feels better.
It feels better on the low back. So that's the key, is strengthening the back. If you have any back pain in this, then just nix it. Don't have to worry about it. She's looking good. So this one I love doing because it really does, see what she tried to revert. So we're gonna say, suck them in, flatten that back, tummy's in tight, put a quarter in your cheeks. You won't go quite as far, and that's okay. So just make it about how can I contract him in and keep this safe. So as you stand up, let's turn the palms forward and we'll go bicep curl. Yeah. You could, for time's sake, if you were short on time, you're doing this over your lunch break, you could put those 2 together. So you could hip hinge forward, stand tall, bicep curl. It'll get the heart rate up. Yeah, does she look good? So let's try 5 of those, hinging forward. So we'll reach forward, exhale, squeeze, that's 1. Hinge forward. So remembering that pregnancy is a very special time. She's training for a special date while managing kids. So putting aside future workouts, putting aside past abilities, and just appreciating and focusing on where the body's at. Every day of pregnancy is going to be a little different. You can watch that on your little apps and see how much the baby's changing. There's things hormonally shifting in you as well. So here we go, last one. I want to show abdominals. So that kind of gave you a bicep, tricep, leg option. And then now we're going to go abdominals. There's, a lot of people think, oh, I shouldn't do abdominals during pregnancy. Yeah, you don't have to. However, the best thing we can do is train for this date. Either it's a C-section or vaginal. Either way, it helps the abdominal wall to be strong postpartum because you're not going to be pregnant forever. So, with this, I'm gonna grab that stability ball. And I'll demonstrate what it would be like without the stability ball and let her have the benefit of the stability ball is it actually will feel good on her back. So we're gonna go seated, and this is called a sit down. So our legs are wide, that keeps us safe from falling.
Excuse me.
Our arms start wide, and then we tuck the pelvis and then reach the hands over the knees, and then we open back up. And then we exhale, we tuck the pelvis forward, and then we open back up. So you can see, you can do it on a bench, you can do it on a ball, and then this is just a nice time to connect with the baby, looking down, hugging, tucking, opening. If you were on the floor, so she can keep going. If you were to do this on the floor, you would go no farther back than your hands over your knees. So you'd sit tall and then exhale, dropping back here. Ideally, 3 sets of 25 each day helps to bring blood flow to the low back, helps you feel better, stretches the low back, a little bit of hamstrings. Yeah, she's strong in her abs, so she could go farther back.
Oh, I'm probably going too far back.
That's okay. Do you feel, where do you feel it?
In my abs.
In your abs.
I feel good.
Let's go 2. Yep. Take a rest. So,
That feels good.
that one is actually even after, even in the hospital, just doing a small little pelvic tilt, not C-section, but vaginal. It just helps the healing process of getting everything to come back down. So,
Yeah, I'm C-section.
you're C-section. Okay. That one.
Yeah,
That's too much. Okay, so now we got a plank.
Oh, I love it.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, I tried to do one for 7 minutes the other day. I failed miserably. I was like,
7 minutes. She tried to plank for 7 minutes. Okay. So I'm gonna turn her this way.
I
That way
lasted 3.
You lasted 3?
Yeah.
All right,
Better than
people.
0.
Ladies, that's not normal. Okay.
That makes me feel better.
That's not normal. Most people can't do 3-minute plank when they're not pregnant, let alone when they're pregnant.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm gonna have her just say, show me her plank. I wanna just see it, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So you saw what she did. She tucked her pelvis forward. She's been coached through this a lot, so she knows what to do. She went to her elbows. That keeps it off the wrists. That way her wrists aren't straining. And then she's just breathing. When she needs a break, she'll drop to her knees. And you can see this is from my position. I feel like this looks good. Just hug him up and in. You could even push him into me a little bit more. So push up. Yeah, that's your core. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You could rock forward to the toes, rock forward just to kind of stretch to the calves. So that would be an option. So good. So a plank. That's awesome. This is good. Second trimester, 22 weeks? 22?
23 tomorrow.
23 weeks tomorrow. How long? I don't know. She said 7 minutes was her goal.
Oh, shit. I couldn't do it. So I have a question.
Yep.
I like, whenever I'm tired, I kind of like to roll. Is that okay?
To go into side plank.
Yeah.
So side plank, second trimester.
Is that okay?
For Lisa, I'd probably say that's fine because you're used to doing that. If you were a brand new person, I wouldn't have you go to side plank. And the reason is that round ligament pain that you were saying that maybe the sharp pains, that's just gonna egg it on.
Maybe that's why.
And it could be, there could be your issue.
Yeah, but it feels so good.
You like that,
I
yeah.
love that.
Maybe just don't stay there very long
Okay.
if you chose that. So that's a good question. Any other questions? You can stomach whatever you want. So she likes to go to side plank.
I do because it stretches my back.
Ah. Gotcha.
But I don't recommend it if you have any kind of stomach pain, like she said.
So that sharp round ligament pain, it's going to start happening in second trimester. Sometimes it starts here and it moves up. It feels like a stabbing, sharp pain. Any kind of rotational activities at that point usually get shut down. Always consult your physician. I just know when those things start happening, we just try to do everything we can to eliminate any kind of rotation. And a side plank that just, it's gonna have to recruit it in order to hold you there.
So no side bends. See, that might be a little bit of work.
The rotation and side bends. Even taking clothes from washer to dryer, vacuuming, rotation. So daily activities, just being careful. Yep. That's
Because
good.
I am having those pains down.
Yeah. And then pains down in the coochie are gonna start happening.
I never had that, but I did have like I would always say a pedal muscle. It was more like where I didn't know, but not right on my pelvic area.
Because the hips are expanding, and that's what our hormones are relaxing. That's what makes our joints really lax. So any kind of push-up, if you were to go push-up, it would be safer to go standing and press. We didn't get into chest or back today, but we just did bicep, tricep, leg as kind of an intro. But we'll have some more options for you to look at, and thanks for joining us. Do you have any other last questions?
No, I feel like we got a lot covered.
All right, hit repeat, do it again. Thanks for joining us.